Alright, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. If it's your first time here, please do me a huge favor by dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. And for all my returning subscribers, thank you for tuning in for yet another video. And before I forget, please do me a huge favor by also hitting that notification bell so you get notified when I drop new videos just like this. There are a lot of people who do not have that bell hit, so go ahead and hit that notification bell. I'll give you a second. All right, thank you. Now let's go ahead and get right into it. Now we got a first. This is the first for me on this channel. We're gonna be taking a look at the Adidas Yeezy Knit Runner in the faded indigo colorway. So let's go ahead and get started, as we always do, with the box. Now, standard box, cardboard box, but you got Knit Runner on the top, nothing on the side there, and you've got your size tag information here. And I picked this up in a US men's size 9.5. And as always, we'll get into sizing and everything a little bit later, okay? So that's the box. And here we have it, y'all. The Yeezy Knit Runner in the faded indigo colorway. Go ahead, drop your comments below. Let me know what your first impressions are of this shoe. Let me know how you feel about the model overall and like this colorway. Just kind of want to get an idea for what y'all think. Let me know, man. Okay, so before we get into the review and I go over the shoe in its entirety, I'm gonna jump right into like my personal thoughts on the shoe. So the shoe just came in today and I couldn't wait to get it on the channel for you, and I was kind of excited to get it in hand because, like I said, it's the first one in my collection. I do not own any other Yeezy Knit Runners. And this one right here is an interesting colorway. It looks, the pictures online didn't look as though, you could see a little bit of the change in the color, but once you get it in the hand, you can definitely see all the different colors on this shoe, right? But my first impressions when I pulled the shoe out of the box was, I was kind of, how do I put it? I was really just a little bit like underwhelmed with the shoe and not impressed. Just for me personally, like, this shoe, when I was looking at the shoe earlier, I was thinking about, what does it look like? And it kind of like the front of it, this kind of like big part on the front, kind of makes it look like a clown shoe to me. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You know how old cartoons, like the clowns would wear those big red shoes with the big front on that shoe? It just kind of, I thought about that. For some reason, it kind of looks that way. But overall, I just kind of feel like this is probably not something that I would wear all the time, is what I'm trying to say. It's just a very weird design, and I'm gonna talk about, my feelings on that. But let's go ahead and get into the overall, just quick overview of the actual review of the shoe. So it comes with this little thing inside here to kind of keep the shape, I guess. And there's also some tissue in here, but I'm gonna take that out. So obviously, as you move around the entire shoe, you've got that knit pattern all over it, but this one, like I said, is faded indigo, and there are several different colors in here. You can see hits of obviously blue around here, but on the rest of the shoe, you got a different fade that goes into like kind of a reddish kind of purple right around here, some green, and definitely some yellow and green all over the toe there. So hopefully you can make that out. And as you can see here, you got this little indentation right here on the side. I'm not sure exactly what this midsole area, the cushioning they use, I'm assuming it's some sort of like EVA foam. I have no idea. I don't think it's Boost because it doesn't say Boost anywhere on the box. But, like I said, overall, man, I'm just not really impressed with this one. Maybe it's just not for me. Now, looking at this shoe, you might be like, wow, this looks super comfortable, right? Now, I haven't worn these all day or anything like that. I didn't run in them or anything. But when I put it on, wasn't really impressed with the comfort right out of the box. And now, I just did a review on the Slate Compact, or the Compact Slate Bones yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go watch that. And the reason I mentioned it is because when you put that shoe on, you feel it immediately. With this, not so much. Now, I know it doesn't have Boost and all that type of stuff, but I just kind of expect a level of comfort from the Yeezy brand now. So let's move around to the toe box so y'all can see that fade and that yellow and green right there. I kind of like the fade all over the shoe. I think it looks kind of cool. It's just the model itself that I can't really get with, Now, on this toe box, it is really really, like, it looks like it would be soft, right? But it's really solid. I'm pushing down really hard. So I don't know what's underneath here or whatnot. It feels as though, there's definitely some padding in here, but there might be some sort of like plastic or foam piece. I don't know. But it's definitely got some structure to that toe there. Okay. Now moving up from there, you can obviously see that blue around the ankle collar area there. It's a nice color blue there. Moving around to the medial side, you can see a little bit more of that green and that kind of red hue around the top there. So I just want to give y'all a look at that. Get a look at the colorway. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Now let's take a look at the actual heel here. You can see just some more of that kind of, it's more blue on the back there. You can see the outsole kind of, you know, comes up the back of the shoe as well. Yep. All right. Now we're gonna take a look at the outsole of the shoe, and you've got this kind of brown, it's like a brown gum looking outsole here, and you got the Adidas logo, 3-stripe logo on the back here as well. All right. So, interesting shoe, but let's take a look at the insole. You've got Adidas Yeezy branding in here. The text is in like a black or gray color, but you cannot remove the insole. So there's that. Don't know why they've stitched it into the sole here, so you can't remove that. You also have some padding on the sides here on the Achilles area, kind of how you have in the 350 V2s. So I just want to mention that. So that's a lot. That's the Yeezy Knit Runner in the faded indigo colorway. Before we get into the on feet and all that, I always like to give y'all my final thoughts on the shoe. First up, we're gonna talk about sizing. So with this shoe, I picked it up in my size 9.5. Now, quick thing, I haven't had my foot measured in a while, but when I did lengthwise, it measured out to be about an 8.5. But you never buy that size, at least for me, because my foot can fit into an 8.5, but it is super tight. It's not comfortable, so I consider myself a true size 9, okay? So I always get most of my shoes that are 9.5 because I just like the way that fits. But I've noticed a lot of brands have been changing up their sizing something lately, because a lot of those shoes are fitting big now. I don't know what it is. But anyway, with this shoe, I went to size 9.5, right? That's my half size up. And it's also what I buy in all my 350 V2s. These fit, I have no issue getting into here. It's not tight at all. My only complaint is this toe box. It's not because my toes are cramped down here. I don't feel a lot of pressure as far as like my toe is at the end of the shoe. My toe is probably right there, at the end of my finger there, as far as where my toe sits in the shoe. So I've got a little bit of space in there, which is good, right? The issue is this piece that's under here. It's almost like when I wear shoes, I like to have the ability to kind of move my toes a little bit, to kind of, you know, stretch them out a little bit in my shoes. With this, I really can't. And I honestly don't think it's gonna make a big difference if you were to go up a full size either, because this piece is still here. So I don't know, let me know if you went up a full size and how it feels, but I absolutely do not like whatever is under here. And like the feeling of not being able to kind of move my toes in the shoe. That's just me. If you don't mind that, sure, go ahead. You'll probably love this shoe, but I really don't like the idea of not being able to move my feet in there. So that's that. So like I said, which I always suggest a half size up, you can probably even try a full size up in these and still be okay. Now, as far as the overall comfort, when I put these on, like I said, looking at this shoe, you would think, wow, that looks like a really comfy shoe. It looks like a really soft, like, you know, plush pillow or something. Like this foam or whatever, this knit pattern, the way it looks overall, the shape, looks like it'd be really comfortable. But the cushioning on this was extremely solid. Now, I've heard some people say after you wear them a while, they feel better, but still though, for this type of shoe, I thought that it would be a little more comfy out of the box, but I guess, you know, it is what it is. Like, it feels really solid and you can kind of feel the sole on the floor. It's kind of a weird sensation. You have to try it on to understand what I'm saying, but it's not a soft comfort if that's what you're looking for, but if you want something solid out of the box, this is it. So is this a must pick up? I'm going to say absolutely not. Now I know a lot of people might like this model, this colorway. I don't know. I was actually shocked to hit for these on the Confirmed app because usually, you know, knit runners are kind of really hard to get. But when I picked them up, I was excited to get them. But now that I got them in hand, I just don't think they're for me, man. I gotta be honest. But I don't think they're a must pick up either, because I think they retailed at what, like $230 or something. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. At that price, it is a definite no for me, at least, right? But I can understand, like, if you're a collector, like I even, you know, you might want them in the collection. I even thought about keeping it because I'm like, wow, I don't have any knit runners. But for me, overall, I'm just kind of disappointed with this model. And a good question I want to ask, I've asked myself and I want to ask you all, where does this shoe sit as far as like in the entire Yeezy line? And what I mean by that is like, where does it lie as far as like function in this line? Because you already have, you've got your Yeezy boots, right? Your boots for outdoor weather, blah, 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 whatever, right? You've got your wave runners all day wear. You can run in them, work out, whatever. You got your 350s you can wear for all day if you like that type of comfort. You've got Yeezy 500 highs that are also comfortable, kind of a shoe, but kind of double as a boot, you know, per se. And then you got this. What is this for? It's kind of like, it's a knit runner, but I couldn't see myself actually, you know, running in these shoes. So I'm not quite sure. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this and what its, you know, functional purpose is in the Yeezy line. But that'll be about all for me, guys. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I really do appreciate all the support. Thank you once again, and I will see you next time.